So is this the start of the recovery of the aviation sector in Singapore? So over the past 1 to 2 weeks, guys, we have seen SIA, right, Singapore Airlines surging up by more than 20%, and SATS services, right, surging by close to 10%. Hey guys, Joey here, top tier advisor in Philips Securities and chief trainer at Trading Impossible. So is it the right time, or is it time now to kind of get in on the aviation stocks, right? SIA and SATS. So this is what will be covered in today's video. So over the past, as I mentioned, 1 to 2 weeks, there were some signs of a bullishness coming back in. We're seeing the recovery really played out as funds kind of put into some of those blue chips like the banks, even for the aviation stocks as well. And there are some signs of like a recovery starting to take shape. So in this video, we're going to look at these two stocks, SIA and SATS services, right, to see where we can potentially head to, and if there are indeed, all right, signs of a reversal in terms of like the downtrend turning to an uptrend. I mean, is it in play? Is it time to kind of get in to catch the recovery, to ride the uptrend, or you want to miss out and do nothing while the recovery happens? So we want to examine if this is in fact the case from the charts as well. What is it saying? Are there any indicators that kind of shows like the trend has changed, right? So yes, do stick around all the way to the end of this video, because I think you're going to like what I got for you. All right, and we're going to look at some of the levels for these two stocks whereby you can potentially time or position yourself, right, for the recovery phase. Okay guys, so this is SIA here, currently trading at about $5.18, $5.18, you can see. So let me just go ahead to do a quick recap of where we were just a few months back, right? So I mentioned in the previous video, what happens was, all the while since like July to somewhere around like end of October, early November, we were kept below this like $4 major resistance level. But somewhere around November, there were talks about a vaccine being found. That's where we got a boost, right, in many of the stocks in the aviation sector. Even the banks rebounded as well. So we kind of broke that $4 and went up all the way to somewhere around that 460, 460, 450, and that was where some profit taking came back and started to consolidate. Here you can see from like $4 to 460 is like a 60 cents range, up, down, up, down. All right, went up, came down, went up. All right, rebounded from this support somewhere around that $4 as well. And what happens was, over the past 1 to 2 weeks, we saw some really good price actions coming back as it broke that $4.60 level. You can see right over here, it was pretty much below that 460. We went up. Look at this. It was quite a bearish candle here. Went up, came back down. The price started to push all the way back down somewhere around November 2020 as well. Kind of touched this level, came back down, price pushed all the way back down. But over here, you can see just about 1 or 2 weeks back, we broke this $4.60 level. Let me just go ahead to reiterate here. There were some upside targets that were drawn all the way to the $5 level, right? That was the immediate resistance level from 460 to $5. So we kind of breached that $5 level as well, right? So right now you can see we are currently trading at about $5.18. So in terms of the trend, all right, for SIA, you can see all this while we were pretty much consolidating. Look at this, right? As I mentioned, we were like consolidating from like $3.20 to $4, $4 to $4.60. So there was some sideways movement. You can see this green line, the 20 days moving average, was like pointing or moving sideways as it consolidates, right? So that was in terms of the shorter term trend, right? More like a sideways movement, right? But in terms of the mid to longer term trend, over the past 1 month, I would say since like beginning of February 2021, look at this right over here, right? The red line, the 100 days moving average, was like kind of like pointing down. I mean, like since COVID hit, when we broke that $6 level, of course there was some adjustment in prices as they did like they raised funds and all that, right? So there's some adjustment in prices. But look at this, right? As it broke this technical $6 level, this red line was pretty much pointing down, and right now since like December, it was starting to slope up, and eventually right here in February, we crossed back up above the blue line, which is the 200 days moving average. So the red line is the 100 days moving average. So that is a sign in terms of the mid to longer term trend kind of like turning from like up, turning from like down just when COVID hit to a bit of an upwards movement or towards an uptrend just starting to take shape right now, right, as it happens. And of course, we broke that $4.60 level, which would be a good confirmation of this uptrend starting to take shape. So yes, let me just go into see where we are right now. So you can see right now we are at $5.18. So I would say that the immediate support level, let me just go ahead to turn this line to green color, since that would now be the support level right here. All right, $5, then $4.60. So over the past few days, we attempted to break that $5 level, and it seems like we are kind of like holding above that $5 level as well. All right, all the way to somewhere around that $5.50, right? So 550, you can see somewhere near there. Sellers are starting to come up to take some profit, right? But if we do get above that 550, it will be back to this critical level at that $6. That was when, you know, where we were, all right, just when, you know, before COVID really accelerated, and then this was pandemic really started, right? So back to those levels. But I would say right now it could be the start of the uptrend starting to take shape, as I mentioned, if we were to hold above this really critical $5 psychological level. Look at this, $5 right over here somewhere in May 2020. We kind of touched, went back down, and it's also a really good psychological level, right, to take note. All right, so anything above $5, I think the uptrend still looks quite good, all right, and we might really see the recovery of SIA eventually, slowly, right, by consolidating from like 5 to 550 over the next few weeks, and then it might start to push higher, especially as I mentioned, we are seeing these trend indicators starting to turn up, right? So this is SIA right over here. There are definitely some signs of the uptrend taking shape, all right, and we want to take note of this support level, which would be the $5 for now. Okay guys, so if you like this video, be sure to give me an early thumbs up. It will definitely help out the YouTube channel, and thank you so much for doing this, right? So let's get on to look at the next stock in the aviation sector, and that would be SATS, S-A-T-S, SATS Services, right? So we are currently trading at about $4.40. So let me just do a quick recap. I think last year in 2020, since like May, June, I did a video on SATS. That was when we were somewhere around here, and there was some, you know, a rebound that will form. There's some profit taking as well. We were pretty much consolidating. But over the past few months, since November, as I mentioned, when it talks about Aviation, we have seen SATS rebounded as well. Same thing like SIA and the banks, right? So we kind of broke above. Look at this right over here. We were kept below this critical resistance level at about the $3.60 level, you know, since like March all the way to somewhere around November, and we broke this resistance at $3.60, went all the way up to $4.40, right? $4.40. So there were some, you know, upside targets that were drawn, then all the way to around that $4.40, and that's where some profit taking came back, went all the way back down. You can see we went to around $3.80, and some bargain hunting came back. Alright, so let me just go ahead to draw this new support level, alright, somewhere around that $3.80. We kind of like shift this line upwards from like 360 to 380, and that would be the consolidation phase, I would say, over the past 3 to 4 months, since like November, December, January, February, 4 months, we are pretty much in this range. Okay, and in terms of the trend, same thing like SIA, since like December, alright, somewhere around December, this red line, the 100 days moving average, have kind of like crossed back up above the 200 days moving average blue line. So that is some signs of the uptrend starting to take shape, or the recovery, right, starting to happen for this counter as well. Alright, and of course the fact that we kind of held above this new $3.80 support level. Alright, but over the past few days, right, you can see over the past few days we managed to see it break above this temporary resistance at about 420. You can see 420 was a bit of a resistance level. Let me just go to draw this line. So it was a bit of a resistance level we kept below, you know, since like December for 2 months, right? 420 and then 440. So we kind of broke that 420, all right, and it kind of pushed up all the way, and even attempted to break above that $4.40 resistance level. Look at this, right? So we kind of went above 440, and it seems like, you know, some selling is coming back in again. All right, so we really need to stay above, I would say, this support at 420, or just give it more allowance, 420 to 440, to really push higher, right? That would be the upside targets all the way to the resistance at about, let me just go to draw one more critical resistance level right over here, and that would be the $4.60 level. So let me just go to remove this, right? Look at this, right? 460 would be key for now, right? 460, look at this. was where we were just before COVID kind of hit. You can see all this while since like 2016 we kind of rebounded from like 460, rebounded, and of course right over here when COVID hit somewhere in like February 2020, we broke that 460, the 440 went off as well, and we sold off all the way back down. So that is where we are right now, near that $4.60 level, and that's where some profit taking is coming back. All right, but as I say, guys, there are some signs of a good uptrend taking shape. So any dips or retracements back down to that 420 to maybe like 440, that is where, as per this rebound target set right over here, that's where some potential rebound can happen back to that 460, about 8% upside in this range from 420 to 460, right? But guys, if we do see some really good, as I mentioned, this 460 is key. We are pretty much back to the pre-COVID level, right? And if we do break that $4.60, we want to revise our targets higher back towards that $5 and maybe even that $5.20. That would be the upside targets for now after 460. All right, so that is SATS services. As I say, there are some signs of a good uptrend starting to take shape. Okay, guys, there we have it. We have covered the two stocks in the aviation sector, which is SIA and SATS. So I hope you have taken note of some of those critical resistance level whereby selling might come back again. That's where you can also think about taking some profit and wait for retracements to kind of get in again, right? But other than that, as I mentioned, the trend for both of these two stocks looks like they're kind of like taking shape in terms of the uptrend starting to form. So that's where you can potentially position yourself to ride the recovery for both of them, right? So take note of the support levels as well, as I talk about. If they do retrace with some of those good support, you can potentially start to time your entry to kind of get in on the support to ride the rebound and of course the uptrend recovery, all right, in the mid to long term. Alright, so yes, I hope you like this video, and if you have not yet subscribed to this YouTube channel, be sure to smash the subscribe button so that you will be alerted to any new videos like this. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Joey here. Take care.